So I know this year is the 20th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts 2, the English release that is. But in this video, I'll be talking about Kingdom Hearts 1 and its thematic impact on me. Specifically, a certain world with certain cutscenes that I can't stop being intrigued by. And if you ask me, this needs to be talked about more. But the funny thing is, Monstro is actually my all-time least favorite Kingdom Hearts world to visit. Partially because I've never been into Pinocchio to begin with. So not too long ago, I made a top 5 Kingdom Hearts eerie moments video where I put Monstro at number 2. If you haven't watched it by now, I recommend you do. I even uploaded a short for those cutscenes. This time around, I decided to expand my thoughts on them because, the way I see it, these cutscenes have two things no other Kingdom Hearts alternate cutscenes have. Number 1, the ambience. I've said before that the whole franchise has a lot of disconcerting aspects about it, despite being a Disney-centered game. But I would say Kingdom Hearts 1 was designed to carry this ominous presence all the way through. When you play through the game, you may feel a constant sense of unease. If you're playing for the first time, you may feel anticipation for how dire things are going to get the further you go. Maybe it's just me and I'm exaggerating, but since this is where Sora's first journey begins, vicariously, the player will endure the fear and dread that comes with leaving home for the first time. Or should I say, losing it to dark forces. At such a young age, I might add. Now, in future Kingdom Hearts games, the ominous tension is certainly there at some points, but not the overall theme. It's not a constant presence anymore, and it just doesn't hit as hard for me as with Kingdom Hearts 1. Because, again, vicariously, we as the player have grown, like how Sora has grown as a hero. In Monstro's alternate cutscenes, the vibe is strongly highlighted, which segues into the second reason, the uncertainties. A lot is left up to interpretation with what is presented. And there are quite a few speculations on a certain someone's characterization. Pretty much the only thing that stands out in this whole visit. But outside of that, I have also found some very misleading details about these cutscenes that I'd like to debunk along the way. Regardless, this will mainly be a Kingdom Hearts theory video. So let's get started.
My strength returns.
I'm going to go back and forth between the default and what-if cutscenes to analyze their tonal parallels. Pinocchio wanders off into Chamber 1, so Sora and company follow him inside when they suddenly encounter Riku. This little reunion confuses Sora cause the last time he saw Riku was in Traverse Town, before just vanishing. And now here he is, in the body of a whale. Sora is agitated by Riku's unserious behavior and demands to know where Kairi is. Riku's response is to continue acting like a jackass, won't answer any of his questions, and just steals Pinocchio. Overall, nothing about this encounter comes across as too uncomfortable. The way Sora reacts to him seems natural enough. You can tell that because he grew up with Riku, he has grown accustomed to his insolence. So to Sora, he's being inappropriate but not unnatural, given the situation. It's less like, Riku, you're being an asshole. This isn't you, what's going on? And more like, Riku, you're being an asshole, but why now? This is not the time and place for that. Compare that to the what-if version. Riku doesn't really say or do anything new right here. But after what Sora has witnessed from him in Neverland so far, His melancholy reaction to seeing what he isn't even sure is the real Riku anymore sets off many alarm bells, and the rest of the encounter is cut abruptly. In Chamber 4, the following cutscene shows more of Riku's human side as he denies still caring about Sora to Maleficent, and she leaves him with this cryptic warning.
Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
And she's certainly not wrong, as we'll see soon enough. After that, Sora confronts Riku, Riku gaslights Sora, and then they have to put aside their differences to save Pinocchio from the parasite cage in the bowels. Back in the mouth, we watch Riku antagonize Geppetto as he pleads for his son back, and he subtly reveals that Kairi has lost her heart, and that's why he's stealing Pinocchio. But in the what-ifs, Riku is completely absent until we re-encounter him in the mouth. But even that is subdued by his leaving without a single word to Geppetto. In Chamber 4, there is no conversation between him and Maleficent. It just starts with Sora and company chasing Pinocchio right into the bowels, leaving Sora with only Donald and Goofy to fight the parasite cage. It's just this lack of engagement with this visit that looms with unwanted, eerie tension. But then we get to the stomach. So Riku believes that Pinocchio can help awaken Kairi, and he tries to coerce Sora into joining the dark side so they can save her together. To which Sora refuses and gives a whole speech about listening to one's conscience.
Conscience?
You might not hear it, but right now it's loud and clear. And it's telling me you're on the wrong side!
Sora sees that his best friend is starting to lose his way, so his natural instinct is to lecture him. As opposed to the what-if scene, where their only other interaction is equally subdued. Sora no longer recognizes the person in front of him, as shown in this little exchange.
What? You don't remember your best friend?
Liar! You're not Riku!
My main reason for making this video is not just to enthuse over the looming atmosphere of Kingdom Hearts 1, but to also give my own 2 cents on the implications regarding Riku. If you Google search the Monstro what if scenes, you'll find many old and new videos, forums, and wikis about it. All with unique theories, but also conflicting information about what's actually going on and how to obtain them. This brings me to the misconceptions. At first I thought there was only one, but in my research I discovered there are actually 3 misconceptions about the what if scenes. They make no sense narratively, logically, or even chronologically. The first and most popular one is that completing Hollow Bastion before Monstro is how you trigger these cutscenes. Another one on Hollow Bastion is that completing that world first will trigger all new cutscenes where Ansem fully possesses Riku. And the third one is that even with the what if scenes we got, people still theorize that this is Ansem posing as Riku. I can confirm right now from experience that the first 2 myths are just that, myths. And let me go over why. According to YouTuber Shady Riku, you need to complete Neverland first to trigger these cutscenes, not Hollow Bastion. In fact, it makes absolutely no sense for Hollow Bastion to influence the events of Monstro at all. Suppose for a moment that these cutscenes were triggered by completing that visit. By this point, why would Riku even be in Monstro? Remember, the reason he was there in the first place was to kidnap Pinocchio, believing it would help awaken Kairi. But by the time Hollow Bastion is finished, she's already awake. On top of that, Riku's heart is stuck in the realm of darkness. But with Ansem, the visit makes even less sense, because what's his motivation? Why would he be in Monstro? And why would he need to steal Pinocchio? Yes, he still has possession over Riku's body after Hollow Bastion, but the point still stands. Is he just here to troll Sora specifically? And this all ties into the third myth. I'm going to give you my own theory right now and say, this is not Ansem. I believe fully that this is still the real Riku. And I know you're wondering, if this isn't Ansem, why does Sora keep saying, you're not Riku? Well, look at it through Sora's point of view. To him, this isn't Riku. This is not how his childhood best friend would act. This time around, his actions come off as something inhuman. And keep in mind that before Hollow Bastion, Ansem still doesn't have a form. Sequentially, he hasn't possessed Riku yet. And we've seen what Riku looks and sounds like possessed by Ansem.
What? You don't remember your best friend?
So, I see the path has emerged at last.
Take a look at this tiny place. To the heart seeking freedom, this island is a prison, surrounded by water.
My biggest speculation is that the reason why he doesn't feel like Riku in these cutscenes is that, with everything established so far in Neverland, Maleficent enhancing his dark powers, constantly using them recklessly, and being warned again and again about being reckless.
You're stupid!
Evidently, this results in his descent into darkness becoming much more apparent. You can just tell he is gradually losing himself by the end of Neverland. So it makes sense why Sora doesn't believe this is Riku. But logically and chronologically, it also makes sense why this isn't Ansem either. I even found one speculation that this isn't Riku or Ansem, but a completely separate Heartless posing as Riku the whole time. The same way a shadow was used to cast an illusion of Bale to lure the beast away. While it is plausible and I can see why someone would conclude that, I doubt it. Because what would be the motivation in that? Was it to reserve his own energy? Because he was so tired he needed a Heartless to carry out this specific task in his place? Is it another abuse of power? Or is he just trying to troll Sora? This whole thing is a bit superfluous to me. I don't know why Riku would need to create an illusion of himself just to kidnap a puppet. But I digress. So that's the video. If you enjoy my content, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment sharing your own theories.